I'm interested particularly because at the point that the Jerusalem statement was crafted, people often thought that we were just a one issue pressure group in the Anglican Communion. But I always took issue with that because you're a pressure group if you're in the minority. But in this instance, the majority of us in the Anglican Communion actually want to stay with what the Bible says. So you can't call us a pressure group. But I take the point because we're always harping on the issue of homosexuality, but that's not the only issue. And so I was very, very happy when the Gafcon leadership decided to broaden out the perspective and begin to look at other areas by creating these networks. And but when it comes down to the issue of the man and the woman and homosexuality, we can often go off on a tangent, to be quite honest. I take the criticism because when you look at the way we are and all that's going on around us, you find that homosexuality is not the only sexual sin. And we can go off on this one issue and forget about all the other ones that need to be addressed. Mm-hmm. For example, people accuse Africans of polygamy. We accuse the Western world of serial monogamy. So, but the issue is they're all sins, and we need to begin to address these things, the standards that God requires. And I think it's all also down to the issue of discipleship. In fact, at a point, I was talking to my own primate at the time, and I said, we need to begin to look at the issues that people are pointing fingers at and saying, you are being hypocritical because you're always talking about homosexuality, which is something happening in somebody else's backyard, but you're not looking at the issues in your own backyard. Mm-hmm. But these networks answer that because now we've broadened things out. We are looking at all the different areas, and the gospel is way more comprehensive, and we must be about the business of allowing our faith to affect every area of our lives and ministry. And one more thing I want to say, we must not be known solely for what we are against. We should also be known for what we are for.
Yes.
And one particular area that I need to have us look at is this issue of how we prepare our young people for their future, their marriage and stuff. Because the morality amongst our young people is very concerning right now. And we need to begin to address discipleship amongst our young people. And that's why I'm happy that it's one of the network things. How do we disciple our young people? In order not just to make them good Anglicans, because sometimes people say you need to be good Anglicans, you need to fight for the church. I don't fight for the church, I fight for the gospel. And so, but we need to ground our young people in the faith so that they understand what it means to know Christ, they understand the standards in the gospel, and they know where the boundaries are so that they can grow up strong and be able to pass on this faith to their own children, who will then pass it on to their own children after them.